So what's your name, sweetie?
My name is Brielle Coulard.
Okay. So did you vote for Barack?
Yes, back like a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
4 years ago?
I was in college and like I remember voting. Everyone was waiting to hear the news. The whole campus went crazy. It was awesome.
Okay. Now, when you voted for him, you knew exactly what you were voting for.
Not particularly. No, I just turned 18 and I knew I had the right to vote, so I wanted to give it a shot, even though I wasn't that politically informed. But I still felt like my family are all Democrats, so just went for the Democratic vote.
Are you aware? Are you aware that he just recently signed a law where it gives the military permission to lock up U.S. citizens without due process, and charging them and keeping them in jail indefinitely?
No, I was not aware of that.
You can Google that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So having learned that, right? What do you think of him now? Just that alone.
I mean, personally, I haven't been too up to date, but like I know that he hasn't been keeping all of his promises, and now that you've told me that, I mean that's completely unacceptable.
So now, are you also aware that the economic hardship that we Americans are facing
Yes.
is due to the last president and the president before that?
Yes, I'm very well aware.
Are you aware that he hired a lot of those same individuals in his camp?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Do you plan to vote for him this coming time around?
I haven't really thought about it, but I'd have to look into the other candidates because it's always. I feel like it's good to have a president in 2 terms to finish his business. Like, 2 terms, 8 years.
So obviously your work here now.
Yep.
With that logic, what you just said, do you think that if you were doing your job in an unsatisfactory manner, totally unsatisfactory, that your boss would allow you to keep trying?
No.
Well, so why would you?
Yeah, that's viable reasoning. I mean, I would be willing to give him a shot to like fix the problems that he's caused, or I want to say that he caused problems, but try and fix in what has been done in the past, what he's trying to fix, maybe keep some of his promises. But with what you've just told me, I feel that's a completely irrational decision, keeping U.S. citizens locked up indefinitely. That's completely unacceptable.
Well, and I don't know if you're aware that he is instigating another war with Iran, where they're threatening to cut off the Hormuz. It's a path where all the where all the oil and products come to here.
Okay.
And if they were to do that, gas could go up to like $9 a gallon. What do you think of that? Another war?
I don't think that would be a good decision at all. I'm much so a peaceful person. I feel like war is just a waste of time and always about money and politics. And if the U.S. is doing that, like, I mean, I can't control it. But
This is the guy you voted for, though.
That's true.
And if you were to,
I don't think going to war again is a good idea by any means.
are you aware of who Ron Paul is?
No.
I would suggest you look into him because a lot of the things that you're saying, he agrees with.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Well, could you say your name one more time, please?
Brielle Coulard.
Brielle Coulard, thank you very much for the interview.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Like Greece, 5 years from now.
That's the way it's going. Everything's going towards a centralized government. Everything's going towards. And I don't mean to sound like one of these conspiracy theories, but that's if you understand history and you can fast forward history, that's the way the face of history is leading towards that.
Well,
League of Nations, United Nations, you know.
I just want to address something that you just said about conspiracy theories. Well, I don't think you're a conspiracy theorist for saying that. You're just stating what you see. All right? That's all you can do. Exactly. And so if that makes you a conspiracy nut, then the person that's trying to paint you as such, he or she is a conspiracy nut because they've.
This is America. It's less America than it was 10 years ago.
Oh.
It's less America than it was 20 years ago. 40 years ago, people almost owned their home, but they had no mortgage on their house. Well, they owed very little money and they had savings. Now they don't have any equity left. They're losing their homes. They have no savings. They have no 401k. They have no retirement income. Everything's for shit. There's nothing, you know? People don't want to come to America anymore. Why would you want to come here? You can stay in Brazil and make it. You can stay in Turkey. You can stay in Indonesia.
They already gone to Europe.
Why would you want to come here?
Are you aware that today is the primaries for New Hampshire, and Ron Paul was second and closing in on Mitt Romney. Ron Paul is second in the polls in New Hampshire, and he was closing in on Mitt Romney. But the point I'm trying to make to you is he's very electable.
He is.
So I don't think it's.
But they're gonna go digging in the closet for something, you know?
I think
They're gonna go digging in there. They're gonna find something unsavory. You know what I mean? They'll find something.
If they're not going to put a butt in this country, we'll never survive.
He probably stole a rabbit from a farm or something. He was a animal. He'll find something.
No, they're having a hard time. They're trying to paint him as a racist. But anybody who's been paying attention can see what the media is doing. Would you say? Here's another question. Would you say that the media helped get Obama elected?
No.
You can I ask you questions now?
No. Remember Rock the Boat when Clinton was on MTV?
You mean
Back in '86 was it with Clinton?
No, Rock the Vote was in 04 with
No. Even before that, when Clinton was running against Bush. MTV had this thing, Rock the Vote, and all the young guys went out to vote. They know, they were really moving the young kids to go out and vote. And it was like MTV was really pushing.
You're not going to change things.
They weren't saying it. They were saying go out and vote to the young people. Hey, young people, go out and vote. What are the young people going to vote for? Bush? No. They all went out and voted for that. So they got Clinton elected. Rock the Vote was huge in the 90s. So yeah, absolutely.
Do you think? Here's a question. You're obviously well aware that we're instigating. The U.S. is instigating a war with Iran with the sanctions, right? Do you think World War III is going to happen? And if they,
theoretically, yeah, I think there's a higher power that's connected. No, I don't think so.
well, thank you very much for the interview. My battery's about to die.
Yeah.
All right, you look great.